We have in our southern border thousands of people a day, literally, not figuratively, trying to get into the United States.
I watched that like 40 times today. That's the president admitting to the migrant influx at our southern border. But is it being fixed? It's not. Joining me now is Congressman James Comer, ranking member on the House Oversight Committee. When you heard the president say that, Congressman, what went through your head?
Well, I'm glad that he acknowledged there's a problem. Many of us didn't know if he even realized how many illegals were crossing that border every day. It's to the tune of over 2 million in his first year in office. Now, you ask, what is the president's plan? We've been asking that for a long time, but I've finally accepted the fact that his plan is to let them cross the border. 2 million people, that's 3 new congressional districts created from illegals crossing that border. So, in my opinion, this is a political move by Joe Biden.
You know, Congressman, the president made this argument because he knows the compassion of the American people. He knows how they feel about the Ukrainian people because the Ukrainian people are fighting for their country. We haven't seen anything like this in a while. And so how do you feel about him making the same comparison? I mean, these are literally women and children coming across the border, right? And they have a legal right to do so. That's not what's happening on the southern border, Congressman.
No, it's not. The overwhelming majority of people that are crossing that border are men. What we have in Ukraine, as you said, are women and children cross the border. The men and many women are staying back and fighting. And that's why the world is supporting Ukraine right now. The Ukrainians are fighting for their freedom. They have a love of their country. And I think the overwhelming majority of people who have fled to places like Poland are going to come back to Ukraine once the Ukrainians, hopefully, when they defeat Russia. So totally different scenario than what's going on the southern border. It's very disappointing that Joe Biden would even compare the two because you can't compare. It's not comparing apples to apples.